Hey guys and gals, welcome to another project. This is the Command Rover and Crane Loader by Lego City. This is set number 60432, contains 758 bricks, retails for $84.99, and this set was provided by the Lego Group for early review, and thanks Lego for sending this to me to review it. Well, right now we're not reviewing anything because guess what? We have to build that. So this is the building guide here, and it just jumps right into bag one. And there is, I can't remember, there's a bunch of bags in here, and the hard tires, we'll leave those in the bag for safekeeping. And I think I already organized the bags. There's one. I think the last bag in here is 5. As you can tell, they're packed pretty good. So we're going to set these off to the side here. And the whole goal, and this thing just becomes a turd. I'm trying to keep track of stuff here. This is the last set I got before the next batch comes in later on this week. And today's the 16th, well now it's the 17th of December 2023. And the set here even comes with a set of print work. 2024, the Lego Group. Oh yeah. Yeah, I never thought I'd ever get stickers for something that's post-dated, but there it is. And it's not too bad for 758 bricks. I can survive that. Alright, let's begin with bag 1. Let's see what we got in here. And we're going to build. I'm going to try to do this in one sitting tonight and get it done because I want to do some other stuff today. Well, later on today. All I got left to do with my car is I got the battery terminals all clean. Everything was oxidized. I got that all clean. I am ready to put the battery back in and let it run. So, getting ready to do it so I can do my Christmas shopping without it breaking down. And yeah, let's get done with the figures and the aliens first. I need those in a different color. Actually, I don't even need those. I thought I needed them for a restaurant build, but no, I don't. And got that. Some of these purple pieces here. Now, I'm still dinging if they're scratched, but these look okay. Put those there so we can admire those. You also got a brick separator. Ooh, this comes in dark orange. Cool. Okay, I had to clear my throat. Oh, this even comes with 2x2 transparent purple 45-degree slopes. Something you'd see like in Minecraft or something. Alright, so let's get the figure together. I don't know if I'm going to review this tonight or not. Or, you know, it's like 12 in the morning. 12:15. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I just want to build it and decide what I want to do later. Alright. Yeah, so I've got that together. I just got to do some Christmas shopping and then I'm done. A lot of the stuff I bought mostly was online. I don't know if anybody's ever been to the store, but man, they don't have nothing on the shelves anymore. But I just got to go pick up some gift cards to finish my holiday things up. What I was told, I didn't get any Lego, which is fine by me. I got so much of it. And there's our figure, single-sided head. And oh wait, he's holding something. He's still not done with him yet. He's got this little thing here. We've seen that a million times. And for the most part, you know, that's, you know, it's the holidays. And my whole intent here is to finish up this channel. This channel here is kind of bouncing around, but I notice it's bouncing around for the best. There's our alien. We got to make 2 of those. I'm sorry about the lack of lighting in here. I'm still using the laptop. And this is my last set before I have 6 more that are coming in the mail. 4 of them are pretty easy. They're really quick filmings. The last set, or the last 2, one's like, I don't know, a couple hundred pieces. You know, like 700-800 pieces. Not too bad. And the last one is like over 2,000. So I got to figure out how to do that during the holidays. And just trying to do that, balance out chores in my personal life, and it's becoming more of a challenge, I've noticed. So I don't know what next year's going to bring. Hopefully good luck. Okay. I'm just kind of thinking here what I want to do today. Almost aqua blue stud flowers. We can use those. Yeah, I've noticed more and more people, adults, are getting into this hobby. Kind of cool, actually. It's becoming more, I guess, spending time with the kids or the grandkids. But I've just noticed it's just getting, you know, the more the merrier, you know. So I got a bunch of videos left to edit. They're all reviews, no mocks, no tutorials, just strictly reviews. So I got to thinking, I'm going to start focusing more on doing mocks and tutorials. You know, this is all just trial and error. So by next year, I need to figure out how to do these more efficiently, how to get things done faster, and stuff like that. Now, building guides I can easily whip out. I can do those anytime. But video tutorials, things are going to get a little tougher, so I don't know. And if YouTube keeps kind of messing up things, I'm probably going to have to, you know, like I said, I've mentioned this before, I may have to start cutting back on the video tutorials and focus more on the building guide aspect of things. There'll still be mocks. Mocks are easy to film. They're just like doing reviews. And yeah, so okay, I'm tired of that falling on me. I'm trying to find a place here. These stinking iPhones, they just slide around. They're so slippery. They just slide all over the place. I don't know why Apple does that kind of stuff anyways. So we got ourselves a little robot or a droid. Kind of cool. Put that together. I'm sorry if I'm out of frame today. Huh. I forgot to put the... Oh, we haven't put the hands on him yet, huh? Oh, we're doing the legs. I'm getting confused here. Yeah, so the first couple of parts of the build, we're just building accessories. So we're just kind of dealing with all the small stuff first. We can get to the big stuff. And I wasn't quite in the mood to do this set, and I thought, well, it's quiet here. Everybody's in bed, asleep. And I thought, well, why not just start getting things done? People have been going to bed early. You know, I mean, early out here. Mainly because my house is boring. But I'm like, well, it gives me time to unwind. Yeah. But yeah, like, oh, your house, your house is getting boring. Well, I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to And I mean, I don't want to make a full-blown rant out of this, but I'm like, you guys don't want to do anything, so this is what you wanted. I mean, I have plenty of things to do. Half of it I don't want to do, but I do it anyways. Trying to get those in there. So I'm trying to like think of strategies up to do things faster, and there you go. Looks like that thing from RoboCop, and that he's done. Finally, we can get to something big. But I've been just wanting to get a lot of these sets filmed. Like, I wasn't supposed to do this one for a day or two, but I thought, well, it's quiet here, and I'd just rather get it out of the way real quick, just finish it up, and keep tabs on the video camera. I've been cleaning off the other memory card very slowly, but it's still not enough to get done. You know, I have a lot of things to put together. It's so nice to see Janet, Snowy, and Amio still commenting, and I've got the names confused in a couple of videos ago. It's Amio that likes to do the skateboarding stuff. I mean, who doesn't like skateboarding anyways? She commented about, where's the skate tape set? Could you post those? You know, I would, but my clothes didn't fit back then. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can. It's kind of watching those now, you know, now I see why parents would always say, why do you want to dress like that? And when you get older, it's like, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? But then again, it always does that. Teenagers do that kind of stuff, so hey, why not? It's like some people, oh, what? My kid dresses like that. Oh, well, let them dress like that. Get it out of their systems. Next thing you know, they'll get older and they'll get more appropriate attire, that kind of thing. We all grow out of that. Out of my street slang, I haven't, but for the most part, I don't have the long curtains anymore. I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, these go over here. I thought this went on this side here. I don't have the long curtains anymore. I don't have the baggy cargos. Or the frosted hair, the colored hair for that matter. I'm just plain old boring J. That's all I am. Nothing special. Okay, so I don't know what we're building here. A couple holders. All right. I'm kind of working slow. I want to do the big stuff, but I'm doing the small stuff right now. I've been kind of messing with voiceovers on reviews. And I had to do one because there was a review I had to do that I was told that I had to say things at a certain order. I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll do it. And I did, and it wasn't too noticeable. Just need a little practice on it, a little more confidence, and whoa! A light purple carrot. Huh. You know what? If that were pink, that'd make a great piece of cotton candy. All right, well, we got carrots in new colors now, but I don't know what I was saying. The carrot distracted me. But now I just got to focus on getting this stuff done. I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I can before work. Basically not Lego related, but I'm trying to use Lego strictly for nighttime and evening stuff. You know, I can't go out and work on the car or do yard work or anything outside right now. And I was watching the nightly news and they were talking about that big, I think, nor'easter or something like that. Well, eastern storm that's hitting Florida and all that. It's dumping little feet of rain and night tornadoes and all that stuff. Out here, weather is not as good either. It's sunny, it's hot, and it's miserable. I kid you not. I was out there working on the car today and just sitting out there in the sun. It might have been in the 70s, but when it was out in the sun, it may as well be 110. Well, that's kind of an interesting thing for a gym right there. Isn't that cool? Okay. It does come with 2 carrots. Stack the carrots on top of one another. Oh no, they don't go on top of one another. You know what? These would make great stalagmites and stalactites. The carrots do. It wouldn't be a bad idea, Lego. Make those in grays and stuff. Well, maybe not, because we don't want you getting carried away making these things in these god-awful colors. We want bright colors. I mean, who wants dingy, nasty, boring Lego colors? We want the bright color stuff. Lego needs to make an all-transparent, clear brick set. Will they do that? Probably not. Yeah, I'm kind of yawning a little bit here. Slept good today. This evening we all went and looked at Christmas lights tonight. It was very relaxing, no drama or anything like that. It was just looking at lights. There's not a lot of lights anymore to see. Just people are not interested in it anymore. It's gotten to be ridiculously overpriced. And even our barber shops out here are complaining that business is slow. And I remember one of them was saying something about everybody's cutting back on a lot of things, and it's true. You know, the way everything is right now, it's either get a haircut or keep the lights on for some, or put food on the table. And you know, you need the basics: food, water, and shelter. It's like Lego. This is a luxury item. It's not a necessity. I wish it was. No, I don't really need it all that much, but I remember I was reading all this stuff up. It was on a Reddit post. And I just thought, man, everybody's just cutting stuff back. I've noticed that a lot lately. Everybody now starting to look more scruffy looking, like the pandemic was still going on. One of my buddies, the one that I gave the TV to her daughter, and she's very grateful on it. And you know, really still thankful that she got that TV and she could just watch her shows. And I thought, you know, some people that I know they don't even get anything like that because, look, I gotta make 2 of these. Because they want the new, latest, and greatest. Hey, I was happy to get my used TV when I was a kid. Must be some kind of a Vine thing there. These are nice little accessory parts, but oh, I did get somebody ask me a question, you know, while it's on my mind. Do you have the building instructions for the Santa sleigh? No, I don't, because some of the parts that I need to write it up are not available in the guide. And I'd be working on drafting a 3D model in Blender. But unfortunately, well, we're doing this right now. Okay, so we got to decorate this thing here. So if you're looking for that, I mean, I'm looking for it too. I'd love to get that written up. That's probably one of the only guides that I'm probably never going to get written up till I get the parts. It's missing like 3 key pieces. One of them is the deer. And to draw one up by hand, they were saying you need to get something to measure it, or if you're lucky to have a 3D scanner. I have a 3D scanner, but I don't want to go to work to use it, so it'll have to wait. So this little thing goes in here and you just press this and it pops that loose. That's kind of cool. I'll have to show that in there, and how we know that is because the blue finger from the void comes out. That must be, that's E.T.'s finger. That's who that is. That's probably E.T. You know, when he used to go ouch with the lighted finger and heal Elliot's cut on his hand. And that's it. Wow, really? That's a lot of little parts that are remaining. Or bag 1, but there it is. Let me get them all picked up here. But we hadn't even used a sticker sheet yet. Yeah, not too bad at all. Alright, as I was digging for bag 2, there's actually 6 bags in this set. And that's not too terribly bad. Let's put all the stuff that we assembled over here. And I'll worry about setting it up later. I don't know if I'll do the review. I'll do the rough review here. Ooh, I see something cool, but I bet that's scratched. Let's take a look. I have to look here. Oh, wow, that's a nice scratch right there. That's deep, too. And that's a strike 1. Any more of those in there? Oh, well. Okay, we already know that one's scratched. We'll go through it and we'll check them as we go. We have one minifigure that's taken 2 pages. So, what does that tell you? Alright, let's get going here. We're going to spend that time on the minifigure. So as I find this stuff, I'm going to pull it. Like, that's in pristine condition. That's in really good condition there. Okay, I found part of the figure. I'm just trying to pull him out. Oh, we've seen him before. The guy with the little chin beard. I have no clue. I don't do facial hair. We've seen him before. Like I said, just give him broccoli hair and a skateboard. He's got it all. We've seen him around a couple of times. So the guy who skateboards in the Lego City, the skate park set, that's in good shape. He also is an astronaut too. You would never know that because he carries a skateboard. Alright, that's not too bad either. Jay, you really go through and check everything. Yep, I do. It's part of the review process too. Sometimes I have to rub it and make sure it's not just dust. I guess I can shove it. I see the visor. I have one of those little skin fade hair wigs that I put on, like this guy here. He looks really just, gives him more of a modern look. It's better than the goofy figures we had when we were kids. You know, I don't quite remember the ones without the arms because they were a little before my time, but now he got more facial expressions for the figures, and he's done. Okay, now... Oh, and we're not done with him yet. Let me check everything here. Oh, we got to put the Ninja Turtle pack on him. Oh, that's printed. That's cool. All these cool figures and stuff, and you know, the sad thing is I have to wait till I review it all and file my paperwork before I can even have fun with this stuff, like in terms of ripping it apart and making something cool. Alright, now we got to get the little screen thing here. That's just a tile. Oh, he's just holding a tile. Like that. We're not done with him yet. So we're spending more time on the figures. I don't know how many figures are in this box. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some brick figures. Well, we're halfway done with figures now. Jay, you just not like figures too much. Not particularly, no. Tonight for a snack we had burgers, barbecue burgers, and we had, oh wait a minute, this tile is not supposed to go in his hand. And I'm trying to think of something else we had today. Oh, I had salami though. You know what I bet this is? That's a little camcorder. Let me, trying to get his hand to cooperate. It's kind of backwards, like it's ready to break off. This guy's he's double jointed. Like that. Before I turn, let's see. Okay, now we're done with that. He can go there and take a nap. And for the most part, most of these space sets that I got, we're building the same thing in terms of cars. I did the space, the modular space station. I'll bet you anything that these are all compatible with one another, because we built the same style of car. Base, everything has been pretty much generic. And it should just work with all the other stuff. That means that all these sets, you know how those Mario sets were expansion packs that were just kind of failed? These sets can be played as is, or you can just buy the other sets and expand on it. I prefer that better. Okay. Yeah, these are pretty much the same thing. Remember, we had to make like 6 of these in that one set. So I'll guarantee you these are all going to work with one another too. So if you got the space, the modular space station, you can just mix these up with the other builds too. What, no 1x6 plates in this size? We're gonna have to piece all that together. Yeah, I slept pretty good. Hopefully I'll sleep good tonight again. Okay. And the last thing I did a lot of mistakes. This time I'm trying to keep my act together here. Get all this done. Honestly though, the white color is just kind of throwing me off, but got that there. Yeah, we were having burgers tonight. I wasn't cooking them, but I hate when everybody gives me meat that's just, I think it's undercooked. Like, oh my goodness, these were rare. Like, I mean pink, like it wasn't even cooked all the way. And I thought, oh, I gotta put, and you know how, some family, parents get mad, and it's like, I gotta throw this on the grill or throw it on the frying pan and cook it. Oh, you can't, you can't handle that kind of meat. That's extra rare. And I said, I said, I don't know. I said, I don't like rare meat. I said, this is a waste of money. And I thought, next time they ask me to do something, I'm just going to do the cooking myself. I hate that stuff when they cook the meat. It's just so raw. I've had stomach poisoning before, and it's not fun. And you're literally just eating stuff that's supposed to kill it, just to get rid of the nasty taste. That's not too bad right there. It must be a little laboratory too. This will also work with that other thing as well. As a matter of fact, that's the same sticker we've seen before. So this is probably a continuation to these, you know. Built completely different though, but in terms of stepwise, but they're the same. I hope everyone out there's having a really good holiday. Mine's just, yeah. Let's see when you get, oh, wait a minute, okay, I did it again. There's supposed to be a plate that goes on top of that there. All right, let's use the brick separator. And I hate worse when somebody will, you know, you turn your back and somebody will kind of sling the language and just call you this stuff, especially when it's in your own house. So I just kind of stay away from that. Yeah, this is almost, this is the same thing, but we're building it different. Yeah. In fact, I'm just tempted to bring one of those cars over here and just take a look. I'll say that for the end there, so I don't want to get them confused. I mean, for the most part, the set's not too bad at all. Is it keeping my interest? Yes, I'm not going to lie there. It's just a theme that I'm not quite interested in, but it's still keeping my interest. Okay, and that goes there. Are we supposed to have something that closes those up? Well, currently we don't, so this must go in the back of the vehicle or something. And that's it. The next thing is the rover, so this is what we got done here. Let me show you real quick before we, you know, it's just a laboratory. In fact, you know what? Let me plug in the light here real quick. Oh, I meant, no, I can't. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Let's move on to bag 3. I've been doing this now for like 30-35 minutes. So we can get this done in an hour and a half. And if I'm in the mood, I may just film the review. If I'm not in the mood, then I won't film the review. Oh, yikes. It's like this has got some technique in there. Yeah, if I can just grab a hold of this and open that up. Yeah, I can't even get that open. Yeah, I remember that one guy on my other channel. Oh, you're a weakling. You can't even open up a simple bag. I don't know. There's that old question, brains versus bronze, and I'm sorry, I'd rather have my brains. Not sure what we're building here. All right, let's start pulling things out by color. As we start getting this many pieces, we got plenty of 1x12 Technic bricks. Oh, there's a 2x8 Darkstone gray brick. Wow, that's kind of unusual to see. Put that over there. So yeah, if it gets pretty complicated, just start sorting out your parts. Need that. I'll set that on there now. Yeah, brains versus bronze. You always see a lot of people, oh, I'd rather have brains. You know, here's the deal. I may not be the strongest guy in the world, but I can use my brains and engineer something up to help me with it. And then there's the bronze. And the guy can, or gal can pick stuff up, move it around real easy, is real strong, can win battles. But without brains to use for strategy, you ain't gonna get far. It just depends on how you look at it, though. I'm not gonna go into the whole detail on that, but anyways, maybe that's a bumper or something. Yeah, I'm still debating though on getting this done tonight. I'm in a big hurry, no. Alright. So I guess we're getting ready to, wait a minute, hold on, are we building two of these? I want to make sure. No, I'm going to check. I just want to have a, just want to check here real fast. Okay, we're not. Okay. You know, it's always best to check anyways. Okay, stick this in like that. Make 4 of those and shove them in. So that must be the axles. For the plastic wheels, not tires, they're the wheels. Because Lego kind of went cheap on that and used the plastic tires. I like those rubber wheels. Alright. And if I get a little quiet, my bad. I'm trying to think of, you know, how am I going to get these videos done faster? Actually, I'm filming faster than I'm editing them. Building this stuff is a treat most of the time. It's filming the footage, it's not the problem. Actually, it's editing. When it gets to the when I get to the editing stuff, I'm kind of like, no, I don't want to do it. Uploading it to YouTube's not bad. Then I have to rewatch it, index the video. Yeah. And I got to write up all the data for the title and description. That's kind of nah. Oh. Well, I have not seen that brick yet. Just if you don't know, just keep pulling it out. Okay, I see it. And I could just pull it out of here, but I figure if it's already here closer to me, I'll just pull it out of that pile first. I haven't played any more of that Lego Fortnite, and I did that Fortnite unboxing, and I don't think I'll ever do those again. It wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't like being told on how to talk in a video. And everything I do here is raw, uncut, unscripted, uncensored. And being told, hey, you can't, you have to say it this way, you can't do that, and kind of not too fun. It was for the Fortnite thing. I mean, I have to get out of my comfort zone. If I do enough of those, then it will be in my comfort zone. Just have to get used to it. Yeah, so far I'm hoping this is going to be one good build. So far, I don't know. So far it is, so far it isn't. So that means right now, it's just a build. I think it's the colors that are kind of making me kind of shy away from this a little bit. Okay, we'll set this aside. I got to build another one here. I wonder if these are friction. Okay, they are. When you're trying to find a part and you're just tripping over stuff, yeah, it's kind of a pain. Can't wait for the holidays to be over, to be honest. The kids get to go back to school and I get the place to myself. Alright, put that right in there. I remember the first time my parents went out of town, I was a kid, well, a teenager. I got to stay at home by myself for 2 whole weeks, and no parties or anything. But you know what, though? It was nice to have the house to myself. The daytime I got to blare the radio out full blast, talk on the phone, or go out and do something. At night, got to sit back, lay in bed, watch TV, eat junk food, and no one tell me to go to bed. That's that when school started, but this was in the summertime. I did one time when school was out, or when school was in session. I actually had to take myself. Like at that time, I didn't have a car, so I just. I had to walk it. It was like a mile. Walking a mile for me is like 15, 16 minutes, as I'd always pace it. I always walked fast. And yeah. go. Wait, that's backwards. Looking at that thinking, something just doesn't look right, and now we know why. Okay, so this build's going on okay. It's just, I'm going to be honest, you know, I've done this type of sets, these themes for so long. I'm just going to be honest. Let me turn this more this way for you here. I mean, I'm very open about things, but now I'm kind of starting to get a little fatigued on this. It's not that the set's boring, I've just done so much of the same theme. I've had 2 other themes before this one that I was doing, but still, it's kind of reminds me of the Minecraft sets where you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Still sorting those parts yet, huh? Yeah, and I'm missing one of these. Oh, there it is. Huh. I think that's a mirror. Alright, after that's on there, I'm making sure I did everything right. And then now we drop this big thing in here. Sorry about the angle, but I got too much stuff on the workbench today. But you notice we're getting down quicker. The pile's starting to slowly dissolve. So I'm not putting any stickers on yet. Now, usually I do ding off for stickers. Depends on how they're paced. If they're just trickle through the build, not too bad. If you're having a sticker marathon, you're just placing stickers on like crazy. That's where I get a little bad about dinging off things, because if you're doing this, it's repetitive. See, now I can start grabbing out of here. Let's make a deposit. I'll do a withdrawal. Well, I can't. I've exceeded my funds. There. Put that in, and now I got put something back in. There were some sets that my parents bought me that were Lego related, even as an adult. And I still have fond memories of sets that they bought me. And it's like, somebody said, well, Jay, Lego's nice enough to send these to you, but the thing is, we're not in that type of relationship. And they send me a set for review, that's exactly what it is. It's not something they bought because they care about me or because I did a nice job. They just, more like a free promotional offer for them. I get to keep the product. And it gets me something to do other than watching TV. I mean, but it's something. Wait a minute, this doesn't go in there. I mean, there's some good building techniques you could probably grab out of here. Okay. And you got to make 2 of those. I didn't even pay attention. So yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired now, but I think what I'm going to do is just build it, do the half-baked review, come back the next day, so I'll write down my notes. And just kind of say, okay, this is what happened and all that stuff. The reason being is, doing a review when you're tired, you just want to hurry up and you miss things. And I don't want to do that. Okay. Make 2 of these here. I mean, of course, I could just stop right now after this one and split it down the middle. But what I'm trying to do is prevent doing tons of pointless, cuts. And even someone like myself, if there's a part 1, I don't want to have to hunt for part 2 later on. It feels like I'm doing a disservice to you, the viewer, if you have to hunt for parts to watch a video. Yeah, it's just not quite fair. It's almost like one of those chains. Yeah, I was looking at there was a guy on YouTube that shows how to take the ignition switch inside the steering column out on my car. And I just need to go in and spray some deoxit in mine. Mine's starting to get kind of gunked up. And I have to see what I have around here that's not going to cause a future problem. Sometimes the best thing, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But this thing here is on its last leg, so that's what I like about YouTube. On the tutorials, you can watch somebody put something together and learn how they did it, and you can at least work up the confidence. Except if it means dropping the steering wheel down and all that stuff. And disconnecting a wire harness under the steering wheel, that's probably going to be irreplaceable if I break it. I don't know what these are for. And this goofy little thing here goes right in the middle. I noticed something here. Put that backwards. Whoops, gonna have to fix that. We're actually missing one of these plates. Oh, because I didn't put it back here. You get close to the end, you get into some of these big pieces left behind. Always check your work. Some people, I had another comment. You sound like Kermit the Frog. Oh, okay, cool. Yep, ribbit. Alright, let's move on to bag 4, and it's actually an hour later. Had to attend to some stuff real quick, and now it's like 2 in the morning. Okay, let's see where we left off. Oh, we need a fender well. Where is that at? The bag full of plastic tires. Alright, let's see here. Get that opened up there. Well, let's just throw them out. We'll need them anyways. And this is something you see like on a work truck. Or make a nice opening for a door. Okay, we'll need that later. And let's see here. I've been slowly going through and getting videos done. That's why I don't like doing multi-part installments, because it actually takes longer than anything else to get them done. Step 1 and step 40 and 41 are the same thing. Just put that and then put this over here. Wouldn't it just be easier to tell me to set one down and put arrows to show where the second one goes? Making this book thicker than it is. Ooh, sand blue bricks. We could always use those. All right. I'm going to be honest, I'm starting to lose a little bit of interest in the space sets. Now, when I do reviews on stuff and I'm just losing interest, does that degrade? No, I'll just mention it, but I'm mainly grading on, is it a collaborative build? Is the build falling apart? It kind of keeps them not so biased, you know. Some people will get pretty biased on a review, but I'm looking at, you know, that kind of thing. Will it keep my interest? You know, some people want to know. Now, I know there's some out there who would be interested in space. This would be a really good gold mine. Ooh, sand blue flat tiles. I'll have to get some of those. Maybe it'll come with a couple hundred in here. Yeah, it's just on Google Maps trying to find some interesting places with no avail. Can you see what I'm doing over there? Yeah. All right. Ooh, we got to deface that with a sticker. Oh, Lego. You know that's going to get ripped off. That's sticker number 6, which I got to put that on there. Jay, please don't do that. Don't rip those off. Lego works so hard on the graphics. You know, right? Well, shouldn't have put a sticker on it. No one has to do all that. These sticker sheets are not that bad, but I'll tell you right now, these are going to go on round tiles. That's the first sticker. So you don't see your first sticker until bag 4. Or was it bag 3? I can't remember. Well, obviously bag 4, we just pulled one off of that, huh? Okay, you can tell I'm getting a little tired. And a cluttered workbench is obviously or a messy workbench is a used workbench. It's a busy bench. This is busy. Paint's all coming up and all that stuff. And I was hoping in this time off I can spend more of my time on setting this stuff up. But yeah, watched about the nasty weather still back east. And I didn't think about checking one of the webcams over there that they have in the Florida Keys and see how bad that was going. And tomorrow will be like 70 something degrees here. Everybody's getting storms and winter and here, you know, it's desert life. And when it storms out here, we all kind of, when we see rain, we all get happy. You know, it's all like, yes, it's going to rain today. There's going to be excitement. It's not going to be boring like it has been. And meanwhile, back east, they're like, oh man, rain is so depressing. I've seen a few YouTubers always write about it or even talk about it in their videos. And it's just like out here, having sunny day after day after day, it's kind of boring. Alrighty. Yeah, I have an idea for a house I want to build. Another retro old school house. And it's a one-story because that's all there is out here. It would be my grandparents' house. Well, my step-grandmother's house. And it's actually got a pretty unique floor plan, and I thought about it. I ended up pulling up the building plan, and I thought that would be a perfect house to build. A roof would be very easy. Everything would be fun on it. As far as for a building guide, I don't know. I mean, it'll most likely have a building guide, but I think there's going to be a mirror of this. Okay. And tomorrow I'll finish up my car, get that all back together, and I am in business. Get that all bolted back together. Put the battery tray. I did put the battery tray back in today. It was kind of a snug fit, but it was all freshly painted and stuff. And man, it looked really nice. And I thought, man, if I could take the rest of this off, like the fender and stuff, and just kind of give the inside a nice coat, it'd be really nice to look in there. Kind of looked factory-ish. And let's see here. Okay, I'm kind of zoning out here. So all I'm doing in this build here, I'm not even going to bother doing the review until tomorrow. So far the set, still at a 10, but a weak 10. Remember we found that piece that had a scratch on it. So it's not like it's a really high score right now. See, this step here and step 60, they show both of these going on at the same time. So I don't know what Lego's doing here. Unless this was written up by two designers. I don't know. Alright. Oh, I hate when I put pieces in like this, trying to get them up against this edge here. Alright. Should have started with the smaller parts first. And I mean, so far this build it's just not keeping my interest, you know. It's not repetitive or anything. It's just not my style of build, but like I said, I try to keep these as transparent as possible. But I mean, if I do the review, well, I will. It's just going to be honest. Like, okay, this was something that just kind of dragged out. You know, I just couldn't get into the build. But here's the score. And you know, it's just like if I build a camper or something. Oh, I'm trying to find, I'm starting to find all the parts. You can tell when a piece is not that common because I'm having to try to find it. I mean, space, you either gotta like it or hate it. And I mean, space is okay, but it's just not my favorite thing here. That's like, wait, what is that? That's a transparent, oh, that's that transparent gray color. I usually use these for small little narrow windows for RVs. Oh, there's two of them. I usually use this on the top of motorhomes. I bet this is going to go over here. I think we're just working around it very slowly. Okay, so we're really adding the features in the cab. I need to get some more of those type of jumper plates in different colors. I've been finding out I've been using more of those for prototyping. And it's nice to have parts for prototyping, but it's like, what if I have more of a red or a blue? Then I could do more of this and that. Look at my bin thinking, I only have one piece in that color. It's not enough to do anything. Oh, made a mistake. Alright, let's pop this out. It's supposed to be careful here because I did this too. There's supposed to be two round transparent orange flat tiles right here. One here, one on the other side here. So that's where I made my mistake. I was looking at that and I'm glad I caught that in time too. I didn't have to take too much off, just to move that around because that would have really been a mess. And plus it doesn't help too, it's very messy up here, but well, I don't know what I'm saying. It's not like this caused it, huh? Yeah, house prices out here just ridiculously have gone out of control. You know, and you see more houses for sale, and heck, even evictions have gone up. And just like, you know, I always hear the phrase, you know, why don't these guys get a job? But it depends on what their skill set is too. Some have skill sets that have just long since been extinct. I mean, there's plenty of jobs, but it's just not really catching up with the way things are. Oh, I thought that was a black 3x3 plate. I just remember watching something about that. I'm thinking, yeah, but it's just not catching up as quickly. Oh, they're using that as a steering wheel? I usually see these for friends, but use that. Do we need two of those or just the one? Oh, I put it on backwards. Hold on, it wants it upside down. Like that. So pretend like this is an airplane or something. Get done with this bag. I'm going to start fixing up for bed. Means I'll start doing a little bit at a time. Kind of getting tired of doing sets. It's just, Jay, why do you accept them? Yeah, I always get that question. Well, I was accepting city sets. I was expecting at least buildings or something that was in the city. This is space, you know. And I'm just kind of like, oh, I just got to get it done and get it out of here. You should never feel like that about a set, but it's like I said, I'm kind of losing interest in it. Some of the space sets are pretty cool, but this one here, I don't know. It just, if it's a classic space, it'd be kind of cool to reminisce on it. But this, Yeah, it's just a bit too modern for me. Yeah, I did watch a video. The YouTuber came back from a break on YouTube, and he was explaining what happened to himself and stuff like that. Well, he's getting back into Lego again, and he ends up doing a haul in this big, large lot of just vintage pieces. I'm sitting there looking at that, and I mean, they're just very basic bricks. Oh, don't you roll off. I was just sitting drooling over that bin of Lego he had, thinking, man, I bet that he was just going through it like a treasure chest. Oh, I'm like a treasure hunt. Oh, okay. Well, there should be a train in here. I'm finding hints. He's like, I'm finding bits and pieces. That's a hint that there may be a train in this set or this lot of Lego. And I thought, man, that's pretty cool. Where stuff like this, I already know what's in the box. That's one thing I love about getting used Lego, because you just don't even know what you're getting. You may get something that's really cool. He was pulling out of some of the knockoff stuff too. He's like, oh, I'm going to have to sell some of this. You know, the stuff he's not interested in. But he had a lot of parts from 70s and 80s. I mean, I would be taking that stuff too. I mean, I would not be... If this is the same here, I'm just going to be inclined to do it. Yeah. So I was like, I commented like, man, that's a heck of a nice lot. And I just thought, man, I wish I could find that stuff here. I have a friend of mine that we talk on Discord, and he finds a lot of good Lego deals at the Goodwill stores and the thrift stores. I mean, he finds good used Lego. He finds some of the really rare exotic stuff. And every time I would go into one of those type of stores, I would find clothes or overpriced electronics that I can get brand new. That kind of thing. And I just thought, man, where do you guys hook me up? Where are you finding all these deals at? I mean, I just want to get a bin of old vintage Lego and just have fun with it, you know. Of course, I could just reproduce almost everything that Lego's made, except for some of the really rare parts. I'd have to order those online through the third-party sites and stuff, but it'd be worth getting. Just to kind of build some of my childhood sets that I had before, just to kind of get into that old stuff. And I still remember though when my dad him and I built this castle set from, I think it was the one from like the early 80s. And that's the only time I really remember me and my dad really hanging out, or when my dad was building me a playhouse. I only have very vague memories of that when we used to do that stuff. And he doesn't even remember any of that stuff now, sadly. It's like, do you remember this? And he just looks at me kind of like, what are you talking about? And this one goes over here. Okay, so it's like that. That's one reason why you see me on YouTube here backing all my stuff up, right? I back all my ideas. Even if it's in a printed building guide, even though if I'm selling those, they're there, they're preserved. Because originally I was just going to do occasional Lego mocks on this channel. This is just mostly just going to be vlogging. Well, not on this channel, but the main channel. And I never went through with it. Alright, so there's 2 pages here. You got to put some stickers on some tiles. Let me pull these out here. And we need sticker number 7, which is this one right here. And I still remember those days. Me and my dad were really never close. I mean, we weren't really, you know. And I said, well, if I ever have kids, I'm going to hang out with them because they grow up too quickly. And it never happened, but I thought, man, I always used to get jelly when my friends would tell me their dads took them hunting or hiking or camping when I was real little. I'm like, man, why doesn't my dad do that stuff? Of course, now it's too late, but I was like, man, I wish that happened. I always had uncles and stuff that did all that stuff, but it wasn't the same. Must be the driver's area. Where's the seats at for this, huh? It's like sometimes I'll read articles about some of these guys, these AFOLs, the adult fan of Lego. They don't even want their kids in the Lego room. I'm thinking, man, that'd be the perfect time to have a family thing, is in the Lego room. You all could sit in there, hang out, and just have a Friday or Saturday night build, you know, or just do something fun. I would kill to do that if I had kids. Like, imagine if I had kids right now. We'd all be, if they liked it, we'd be hanging out in here. You know, that's what I've always wanted to do. It'll never happen, but it would just be something like, and be like, yes, we're going to be doing Lego today. I don't have memories like that, you know. And always been kind of toying around the idea of adoption, too. I want to, you know, and I mean, I've got a family, but I'm not married or anything like that, but sometimes when my buddies are doing stuff, it's kind of cool. They got the father and son day, the father and daughter stuff, you know. But my dad was always working. I thought, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, we're missing a plate here. Did the book eat it? Oh, wait a minute. You know why? Because it's on here. I need more sleep. Yeah, but I always thought, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. No, that doesn't go there. But see, I was like the computer nerd of the family, you know, the nerdy guy. Oh, okay, well, we did it right because it ended even right there. Wow, that was it? Well, that step went by pretty quick. It looks more like a pontoon boat with wheels on it, like it's attached to a trailer. And, okay, this is actually the part that goes on the front here. This is going to be very hard. Oh, wait a minute. I think it goes on these 2 pegs here. I wish it showed some arrows, but yeah, that's kind of how it is. Oh, that's kind of cool. Actually, it would make that'd make a great rear end for a boat, huh? Not too bad. And that's what we have done so far with the stickers, and that's what we have remaining for bag 4. Okay, 20 minutes later now, we're getting on to bag 5. Yeah, this is an okay set, but at least it's not flimsy. It's not brittle. Nothing's falling off. You know, that kind of thing. I looked at the box and I thought, well, this doesn't look too bad. But ooh, Well, we got smaller ones of these. Probably it goes on the top like that. I don't know. Oh, car windshields. Oh, before we do, let's dump all these out here. Hopefully it's not all damaged and scratched. It probably is, but we'll find out here in a bit. Well, there's some nice parts here to make a train and stuff. Okay, let's inspect. Now, Lego. That's kind of scuffed right there. Now I'm going to have to ding her down to a 9. There's even scratches on the inside. I mean, for a kid it's fine, but for an adult that likes to take care of his stuff, yeah, I got to ding this set down to a 9. You know, and you usually think the stickers, but yeah, what kind of weird piece is that? Oh, maybe there's some more in here, but we'll get to those eventually. All right, let's get to the figure here. And yeah, I mean, I'm hard on that stuff. You know, it's Lego's expensive. You know, if this was like $10, you would expect that, especially with the other brands. But Lego is a high quality toy. You know, it's you know, especially for the building blocks that have been around for years. She just needs her helmet. Watched this haul from one of my subscribers, and he just did a complete unboxing of the set he bought for like he bought like for 45 or maybe it's 50 quid. I don't know, which is equivalent to 50 quid. Probably like 60 something dollars here in the States, and it was just all full of vintage parts, like train parts. And I was just drooling all over that. I thought, man, I would love to have all that. And there's our spaceman right there, space woman. I thought, yes. I don't think he subbed to this channel. He probably would recognize when I said the vintage box full of train parts. But yeah, it's like, man, I would kill to have all those old bricks from the 70s and 80s. Because that's the era that I grew up with, the Lego stuff. Yeah, make 2 of these little mailboxes. And oh, there's another one of these. Yeah, see, kind of pitted there. See another one of those again. I'm going to have to ding it down to an 8. And I don't sugarcoat my reviews. That one's pretty good. Oh, Jay, you're just being nitpicky. You know, I mean, what is this set now again? $84.99? That's a lot of money for scratched parts, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I know it's for kids, but the price goes up. I mean, I understand with inflation and all, but, you know. I've even seen posts on the Ambassador Network about it. And I'm like, Lego, you're going to have to do something, because I know some people just build it and they just review the build experience. Well, that is part of the build experience, you know. It's not like I have a piece and I broke it, I was being careless. That's one thing. But if I have a piece that's already scratched and busted, well, then that's going to be another issue. Okay, so that fender piece goes back here. Let me make sure here that it fits. How does it go on there again? Maybe that's the rear brake light. That's what that is. There we go. Right on there. And we need a Technic brick when it goes right in here. We got to rotate this again. I have a tutorial that uses the same type of brick. Not the same color, but the same type of Technic lift arm. it's up to you to guess on where it goes. Stick that back there. I don't know what we're building next, so yeah, I was watching this gentleman's video. He just had a bunch of sets, and and it's just like, man, I wish I could find used Lego like that. I mean, old vintage 1970s, 80s Lego for $60 to $70. It was a pretty decent sized tote too. You can tell that this was from a kid's set. But I've noticed lately a lot of these bins are starting to come up for sale more and more, because it's the same era I grew up in. Lego really didn't introduce their plastic bricks until I think the mid or late 60s. But the 70s and 80s is probably when it really took off. And you're talking about parents these days, or that had children that did Lego. They're long since no longer with us, and the kids go in and clean out the relatives or siblings' house, and they'll see stuff like this and go, "Oh, we don't want that. Who plays with Lego anymore?" And they'll just toss it aside, and it ends up on things like the auction sites and stuff. I've seen it out here, you know. I remember back even when I was a teenager, I would see, you know, TVs and radios and appliances, electronic stuff that's like from the 40s and 50s, and I'm like, you know, who would buy this stuff? You know, now it's a collector's item, but it's like, wow, you know. Now those same TVs and radios from the 40s, 50s, and even the 60s, some of the 70s stuff is starting to become worth a little bit now. And because now the kids are cleaning out the parents' home, and you got people around my age who are not going to spend their time going and looking up stuff. And that's why I'm always kind of weary about estate sales. I've been to a few estate sales, and usually they only allow a few people in it at a time, and I'll just go in there and look for some deals. And most of the time, I always come out empty-handed. Sometimes I'll find like an old radio, a TV, or even a toaster that I could just restore and just kind of use. But now I'm kind of getting picky on things now, and I'm trying to find it back. See if it goes on here. Oh, it's dark gray. And that's one of the biggest fears. Like when my parents, and I hope it never happens soon, but if it ever happens, I don't want to ever have an estate sale. I would have the family come in and take what they want. Huh. I don't know what that's for. Maybe keep us entertained while we're building. But, or maybe it's after you put a piece in. Like you put this in here, or when we get done with the step, then you go like this and have it select which person you want to build. But no, I mean, it's just kind of one of those things where the kids will empty out the house of the relative or the parent, and they're like, "Oh, it's just Lego. That's my childhood Lego. I don't care about this stuff. Here, just throw that in the donation bin." And sure enough, that stuff will into our collections. You know, it's like, oh. But I've been seeing a lot of these collections going up for sale. I mean, complete Lego collections. Now imagine, you know, in probably 40 years from now, I'll probably depart, and then what happens to all the Lego I have? I think that my next of kin is my nephew. He'll probably come in here, or if I ever get married or something like that, and the wife cleans it out or whatever, or just, you know, like, what happens to it? It's always something like, what happens to all this Lego stuff that I've been collecting all these years? We got to make 4 of these. And it's just kind of weird though. You don't know what's going to happen. But I got to thinking more and more, what would happen to all this stuff? I've seen some photos where people actually throw out Lego in the dumpster, and you know, these collectors will come by and swoop it up, clean it, sterilize it, and resell it as used. You know, it's... Remember that lot that I had that the Lego was only a few years old? Kids are just not interested in it, so parents just get rid of it. They sell it, they give it away. Like I was just given a big large bin full of Lego bricks, just random broken sets. And it's just, it kind of boggles my mind, you know, why would somebody do that unless you're just not into this stuff? And you get hobbyists like myself who are literally trying to repiece our childhood together. And trying to put all the, you know, try to find a childhood Lego. Like my Lego, when I found out it was tossed in the trash after they sold it, kids didn't play with it all that much. And it's like, because I was going to buy it back. I was hoping after all these years this couple would still have it, but no. Wasn't mad at them, but mad at somebody else, but that's a whole different rant. And it's like I still get those things, Jay, should I sell my Lego? I'm not into it anymore. I said, no, don't sell it, just put it in storage. Or put it somewhere, just don't sell it, because if you ever want to get back into it, or you have kids and they want to get into it, you're going to have to start that collection all over again. Because there's some of us out there, including myself, wish we had our old childhood stuff. That's why sometimes I wish Lego would sell some of these old retired sets. Because I would love to just, you know, build one of them again. I remember one time one of my fans asked me, you know, how would they contact Lego about replacing an old collection that they had? They had like a flood or the house burnt down. It was something tragic. And I said, oh, I don't even know. And you know what? Now I know there's a piece that mates with those. And he contacted Lego, and they contact me and said, sorry, we can't help you. Your best bet is to check these auction sites. And he was hoping Lego would help him out recreate his whole collection. And the sad thing is Lego does retire sets. There's some sets like the Green Grocer I couldn't get because I was in college when the Green Grocer came out. And I was paying intuition, books, all that stuff, you know, and medical insurance and everything you can think of. And I never had an option to get that. And then I saved up the money. They said it was out of stock, and I waited a couple of months and it wasn't there, but they had the Firehouse. I thought, well, I'll buy the Firehouse and just do that. And there's a sticker that goes on this tile, number 5. And yeah, and that's it right there. And that was the sad thing, is I cannot ever get that Lego back again, you know. Like I remember the castle me and my dad put together. That's in a landfill somewhere. Think about it. Or there was another set that my dad built, him and I put together. I just remember it was this pirate ship. I can't remember. I think it had the blue sails on it. It was from the 80s. mid to late 80s, maybe early 90s. And him and I put that together. We had a lot of fun putting it together too. And I would just love to have that model back. That same model the pieces that we handled together. And I can't get that back, you know. That's why I always tell these younger kids when they go, oh, I'm going to sell my Lego. I'm like, ooh, why would you want to do that for? You need to hang on to it. Oh, I don't need it, though. I'm thinking, yeah, but you're going to regret it, especially if your dad helped you build some of the models or your mom spent time with you putting things together. I would love to get that time back. Oh, okay, this actually works with that. Oh, because it's the corners, that's why. I still remember when I wanted to learn how to drive, and my dad did it one time, and that was it. I pretty much taught my nephew how to drive because I don't have children to teach. And, you know, and you need stickers. You need sticker number 1 to put on 2 1x3 flat tiles. I got a whole entire drawer just of 1x3 white tiles. And I just kind of wish I can get those Lego sets back. My mom never did the Lego stuff with me, though. Making sure the lights are flashing. If I can just do good and get some of these Lego sets cleaned off, I'd be fine. Okay, we got a pass-through here. We just use these little windows as pass-throughs. And I forgot to put a couple of pieces in here. But for me personally, though, I never get rid of this stuff. Well, this stuff Lego sent me, right, it doesn't have no sentimental value. You know, the gifts that they send are pretty cool. But this is just a review offer. It's not like my mom bought this for me because she knows I you know, likes this or whatever, you know. If you're a parent out there watching this, spend as much time with your kids. You know, I can't stress that enough, because we grow up fast, and I kind of wish I can go back. I can go back and say, Dad, come on, hang out with me. You know, where's that piece go? There. Okay, I need a couple of these black ones. If only my dad was able to spend time with me again. Okay, so this must be the framing for the trunk. Well, this goes right around that. Wait, that's on that side there. Okay, does it go flush against those? Yes. So it must be a cockpit or something that goes in here. Oh, we forgot to spin the thing here. This looks like a pontoon boat. Matter of fact, just take the same concept and make a decent boat. You know? A boat that floats. That also reminds me too, I used to make things that would float in the bathtub. Or they wouldn't float, so I'd call them submarines. It was like, okay, it doesn't. I put the boat in there, which just capsize and just sinks. I thought, okay. When I was a little kid, took babs, so I just said, okay. Next time I made a submarine, and yeah, and yes, it sunk too, so it was okay. One thing you don't really want to do is put Lego in chlorinated water, because the chlorine inside your pulls will actually dry these out. Unless you take them out right away and you wash them down really good. But I still don't recommend it. Okay, yeah, so something's going to go up here. Is that supposed to be offset like that? I guess it is. And wouldn't this be even with this? Because these are the same contour. You think they would have had that lined up. That's just kind of weird. Okay, we have a hook here, but at least this one doesn't have a string to it. We don't have to tie any strings on this one. Okay, there's a sticker that goes on that, and that's sticker number 3, which is that one right there. And I have to really get this stuff done. Like, I don't want to spend my whole time off building Lego sets in the house. I spent this week, I have an old water fountain that I'm putting back together. I'm going to put it on the side of the house where I can enjoy it. It used to sit out in my front yard, but the problem with it is I can never enjoy it out there, so I'm putting it where I can. And I may just, like I said, we'll just do a Lego set build and we'll just have that running in the background. Just trying to think of how I want to do this in such a way that we can build things together and enjoy it. There we go. I like it when they're like this. So it looks okay. There's only one there. It goes on the top. All right. Oh, okay. So this is a crane in the back. Kind of goofy, huh? Really small. So the boat can pick itself up off the ground. It's got a tentacle hanging off of it. Well, this would make obviously a lot of sense here. Well, we're going to make ourselves a double battery pack. I like these old peg purple 1x1 round bricks. They're kind of cool. You know what? You could use these as jars of jam too, if you're really inclined to do so. Okay, and it goes right here. Oh, we got to make 2 of those. I wasn't paying attention. Can't scream at Lego for that one. I should have read ahead. But yeah, what would I be doing if I had kids? We'd be doing this stuff. I wouldn't be making videos like this. I'd probably be more spending time with them doing it. Showing off their creations and stuff. I'm going to incline to have the tiles face the same direction. Oh, that's how they have it. Oh, let's just leave it how they have it anyways. This one goes over here on this side. So now you can get out of my way, tentacle. He's right here. And these go like, I thought that was a wheel well. What is that? It goes like, oh, okay, so it just covers up the battery. So it's a battery tray like you have in your, like I just did in my car, just to cover it up, to hide it. There you go. Not too bad, huh? Okay, obviously we're making the thing that goes here now. I still remember one of my fans, though, said that I sounded like his belated dad. Him and his dad used to always do Lego stuff together. And that's still kind of stuck into my mind today. He goes, I like watching your videos because you sound exactly like him, the tone of voice, everything, and you like doing the Lego stuff. I just think I said it. Sorry about your loss, but don't worry, I'll be around for a while. You know. Wait, is there supposed to be space logos going on those side things? Let me look. I got 2 extra logo tiles here. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be space logos that go on those. Let's take care of this first, then we'll put them in there. I caught that in time too. And I still remember that comment though. Some things that fans write to me just stick with my mind. We have one of these here. I don't see where it goes. So we'll have to backtrack here. And this just goes in like that. Oh yeah. It's not a bad idea using that. He says interior. Interior is kind of lacking. Alright, so what I want to do here is we're going to see where some of these parts go. Okay. And, okay, I see where this goes. Like that. And just, whoop. Okay. It also eat the air too. And then the space logos actually go on here. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. And there you go. Press those in really good there. And yeah. That's this, what we have remaining for bag 5. Alright, bag 6 looks like it's just a bunch of round things. I have a feeling we're going to be adding tires to this. Okay. See, Lego will package this stuff up here, but they won't package up the transparent stuff. That's what I'm dinging off of. Because honestly, if I were to grade on me being bored or not with this set, these sets would probably get 1s or 2s. That's why I try to be a little transparent on them, because if I'm not interested in space, that would be a thing, you know. Alright. So I have a feeling we're going to need to make 6 of something here. Yes, 6. 6 tires. We got them up there. First, they had to throw a minifigure in here. Now we still got 1 sticker, 3 stickers left. So I don't see the tiles if they go on. I could either, oh, I see them. These right here. So I want to save those so you know what's going to happen to the stickers when this is reviewed. Oh, that face looks familiar. Wasn't she the girl with the undercut? That had the side shade undercut? Now she's an astronaut now. I remember that face. And she was like the repair woman on the space, or on the ship. Well, now she's the repair astronaut on the thing. So instead of giving everybody their undercuts while they're sleeping, you know, she's just gonna have to carry her wrench. Okay. Not too bad, huh? I think there's something supposed to go on the back of her. No, that's it. Are we done with her? No, we're not done with her. This is a new piece for me. It's a 1x2 plate with 2 ball joints at the ends. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. And there's a sticker that goes on this. That'll get ripped off. Jay, now come on, dude. You can't rip all that. I almost said a bad word. You can't rip all that off. Oh, watch me, I will. Matter of fact, that'd make a great tutorial. That'd make a great, not a tutorial, but just a video. Jay's ripping off all the stickers. He's that type of guy. He's like, yeah, rip that off, you know, that kind of thing. Just rip that off. I mean, if Lego didn't want us to rip it off, right, they would not have made it into a sticker. They would have printed it on there where it's... There is ways to get ink off of your Lego bricks. Acetone, nail polish remover. But that stuff is so harsh, it actually eats through the ABS plastic that they use in here. It will destroy it. And we still need that. All right. And some kind of like little mini mech suits that goes on the back of her. There we go. It's like that. She's got extra hands now to help her with her work. And that's essentially it for her. Okay. Now, let's see here. I got to make a little hand drill. First I got to find the parts. Got all these pieces here, and I'm making the little tools. That's a titanium black there. Stick that in here. Well, that thing's just kind of so goofy. There's your drill. And then, oh, we got to make 8 tires. Okay, let's get it going here because we're going to have to do this. So bag 6 is basically just our minifigure and tires. Ooh, eyes itching. Uh-oh. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, these look so robust. But they're not soft by any means. And yes, you have to do 8 of these. Isn't that fun? Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I think all these space sets are supposed to be related to one another and such that they're all you can play with them solo so they're complete, or you can use each set as an expansion set to aid the other one. So basically, you know, here's the deal. I could just do a complication of it, talk about all the space sets. I don't know if I could. You know, maybe I should do one of those just to try it out. Never done a complication video before. And just sit all the sets down and we just talk about them. You know, like I said, it's not a theme that I'm really interested in. But if indeed these are all meant to be connected to one another, either they're solo, they can be built solo, or they can be built with other sets in mind. I mean, literally, you could just have a lot of fun with these. Alright. What I'm going to do is pinch this axle. I'm just going to rotate this until it fits on there. Try to, and just look out of that one on there. If you don't want to do that, just rotate until it goes in too. I don't know, I may do a complication video on this, on all the space sets they sent me, just to see, you know, to kind of explore it. This thing here is so goofy. Well, we're getting some of the tire. Oh, it stays up with only 5 wheels. So we obviously know now 6 is going to be extra strong. You know, the thing about Lego is essentially a toy. And you're building toys with toys. And you don't like it, you can tear it apart and make whatever you want. So we got to make 6 of these. So what I'm going to do here is just set up 6 of these real quick. And play checkers. No, we're not going to play checkers. We're going to do this. Let me see here. There's 8. Huh. Are they the same? Oh, I see. There's actually a sticker that goes on that. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make all 8 of these now. 2 of them have got stickers on them. But they're almost all built the same way, so I'm just going to incline to do these and just prepare them now. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last trip my dad and I went on was with my nephew. It was right during the pandemic, before all this, you know, when we started sort of seeing the signs and stuff. We went up to this place, and it was hot in the desert. So we went up into the mountains. Man, talking about a major cool thing. It started getting moist. It was starting to rain, and I still remember that because he took us up there. I thought, let's hang out. Well, he wanted to hang out with us for the day, and I thought that was so cool too. And it just popped in my mind. You know, and I remember we would go up there, and I actually have one of the vlogs recorded and put on my scenic channel. He didn't want to be in it, and I said, well, it's going to be public on YouTube. Okay, and then my nephew, so I was the one talking, and we were just walking down the road for maybe about a good 15 minutes, and then that's what the video ended. My dad's not really, he wasn't into all that social media stuff, don't blame him. But the thing was that it's just interesting going up there. I have to find that place again. I know where it's at on the map. I just need to get a good reliable car to get up there. And it was just kind of interesting, you know. And then after that, we were trying to book a campsite. That's when everything shut down. You couldn't get anything booked anywhere. You were stuck at home. The last actual trip I went on with my dad was like in 2019. It was just him and I. We went up to the Sierras and Try to beg him to go on a hike with me, because I always would go into the back part of the woods, but he didn't want to go, and kind of wish he would have, because it'd have been a nice little thing to do. And I still remember that was the last thing in 2018 when he was with my parents and stuff, and that was it. You know, and here it is, almost 2024. It's been that long. It feels like it's been forever. And my fear is that I will lose my memory too, and forget all this stuff. You know, it's just like Lego. I'm always afraid that that's going to happen. That's why I preserve everything. That's why you see me do the detailed tutorials and stuff. You know, it's about preserving ideas. And it's kind of, in the same time, it's kind of disgusting, because I'll see YouTubers, these big popular guys, literally just copy my stuff and claim it as theirs. You know, first off, you're copying something from an autistic person, and second, you're copying something because, you know, I may experience memory loss because it runs in my family. That's kind of being douchey there. Alright, you can see now we are almost getting these done. Try not to make these videos so ranty, but sometimes something just pops in my mind. I'm like, I just have to recall it and stuff, you know. Okay, 2 of these are left out because these need stickers. And they're both sticker number 2. And we'll put that right on there. This is where I'm going to have to ding off a bit more here. The set's probably going to be at an 8. Because trying to get the stickers on these round tiles, I can never get them straight, is a turd. I mean, you're talking turd there. Because of that. Well, that one went on there pretty good. I don't know which way these go on. Oh, they show them going on first, then you put the tiles on. Okay, so these go on the front here, and it doesn't matter which way they go, so just snap them on there. But these, without the tiles, they go on the front. Well, did I not put... Well, that ain't going to do me any good, huh? That's going to... Throw my tire out of balance there. Whoops. And then these ones with the little hubcaps, we can put those on there real quick. Matter of fact, we just have this piece remaining right here. So we'll put that over there in the spare place. And you have to admit to the Danish for making this nice toy. We're making toys with toys. Okay, the arrow part goes right here. So I guess that will... they show all these lining up here, but of course you could just pick it up and do it like that too. I'll guarantee you when you're playing with this, they're all gonna get kind of... I don't know what the point of that's for. Okay. And then this goes in here. Now, I'm going to get one of the ones from the other space. I want to see if it'll fit in there real quick. And I'm just kind of curious. Just to try it out. Here's the one from the launch pad set here. I bet you anything that these are interchangeable here. I mean, because let's look at them. I mean, these look identical. These are from 2 different sets. I mean, you can put them together like this too. They even show that in the book. And they're compatible with one another. So like here's this one that came off of here. I can just plug this one in. It'd be worth just to do a complication on this set and just say, hey, you know what? This is a set that's self-expansion, right? Because see, now I can just swap them around. Here's the original now. And doing these type of builds, this is why I always do these sometimes. And yeah, so that's what it looks like in there. And this goes inside. This just drops right on in here. So you can swap these around. You could use this and build up your space center with it. This set is mint, which I'm really happy to say, but it is mint. All these are meant to work with one another. I mean, here's this guy. Pull that out. I'm going to pull the one back off the spaceship here. And then I can drop this one right in here. Well, I'll take this off first. I mean, this is a this build here is just self-expansion. You know, like you can play with it just like this. Or you can use the other sets with it and just expand on it. Your play experience is not even going to be degraded at all. And remember what I said about, you know, raising a score up. This is at an 8, so I may raise up to 8.5 just because it is compatible with other things. Okay, I see what these do. You turn these knobs, and this is supposed to pop out. And you can do this. Okay. And so, yeah, that's essentially what this is. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to set that off to the side there. I'm going to just do a really quick thing of this. And I'm going to say, honestly, all these space sets are intertwined together. They can be bought separately, they can be played with separately, or you can play with them as one whole theme. And I'm just setting it up for the thumbnail now. We'll do the thumbnail later. Oh, yeah, we'll do the thumbnail later. Or I could clean off the turntable real quick, and then we can do that now, huh? I have another set I have to remove off of it. It's not big, but it's very tall. It's a very tall build, and I got wires tangled up in it. So, I mean, I'm not interested in half the space stuff, but Lego did something very cool. Even some of the city sets I have, well, these are city. I was going to say, some of the other city sets are fully modular, right? Where you can just connect the parts together. We all seen the Super Mario sets. Those were a failure. It was an expansion. This is played with whole. If I want to expand on this, I can grab from the other space sets. So when I do the write-ups on here, I will mention that these are a complete, just they're what they are. They can be used. You can either buy these individually or you can buy them as a whole. And yeah, so far, am I pleased with the theme? You know, yes, I'm not gonna lie, it's just not my thing. But we're just going to set it up here really quick and use the camera though as a study shot. I'm going to try to stage a little bit of it here, or let's try to keep the minifigures out. We'll put the aliens on here. See, at least you get to see the behind the scenes stuff, you know. We'll put this guy, we'll have him looking at everybody here. And let's get her off. Well, okay, take a topple, why don't you, huh? There we go. Oh, where did you go? Oh, you're hiding from me. Alien's trying to escape from me. we're going to have these guys just watch the ship here. Okay. Staging is half the battle. Before I would just set everything out, it looked kind of boring. So now, just trying to make it work. And once I do the thumbnail, then I can come in and mess it up. So best thing to do is to have this guy here. We'll just have him sit right over here. And we'll have him look like he's taking notes. What do you do when they're top heavy? Just bend their legs back a little bit and they'll sit fine like that. Okay. We'll put him right back here. And the girl with the undercut that has the helmet on, I don't want to cover that up there. Put her there, why not? And so he's got the camera. You know what? Let's put the camera girl over here, or the camera person over here. And let's see, where do we put her at? I can open this up if I wanted to, and it cuts the glare out. So I'm just having a little fun here with this. So we'll stick her there, and put it like that. That means I can still see the top of this here. And the guy with the survey thing, he could just be right here, which would work. Depends on the angle I take the picture at, but you see a good angle where you're at. Okay, so praying that this doesn't fall off. Okay, let's do a better shot here for you. And that's essentially what it is. So let me center this up as best I can. And sorry about the lighting, but I've got the laptop still plugged in. It's just finished up the video, but I want to send it up to YouTube. For the most part, we saw how the build is. If you're into this set, great. I just couldn't get into it. But it is a playable model. We have the crane here. One of the most goofiest things. It just feels so sloppy, but you know, other than that, it's not too bad. And then we have the little mobile laboratory there. The cockpit, which is left to be desired of. I mean, there's not a whole lot of detail in there. And can I rotate this without it bumping? No, it's going to bump. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So we got this here. You push this. This rock face comes off. And for the most part, it is playable. And I'm not into space whatsoever, but I'm not dissatisfied with the build. So we're going to jump right on in with play value. Obviously, this model is playable, not only just because it's a standalone model, but if you have the other space sets with it, everything's interchangeable. So why doesn't Lego really say it's compatible? Does it even tell you in the back? You would never know. To know more, visit. I mean, you'd have to do that. And some of these I don't have, so I can't show them to you. Yeah, but these are compatible with one another, the ones that I have. And I'm going to say, honestly, this is really a nice set. And only, like I said, it's not only you're going to be able to get a good play value, but you're also going to get expansion value, too. It means you can swap the other parts out with the other space sets, and they're compatible. So, yeah, it's not too bad. In fact, you can use this to help build the space base station or the modular station. They can fly each one of these up. You know, there's so much that could be done here with this set, this theme here. And I didn't know this until the very last set that I put together. well, in this filming, this is actually the last one I did for the space theme. So play value is just out of the. It's off the scale on this one. Like I said, you know, I really don't know the final score until I'm done with these. Now, for build experience, for me, it was kind of average. I just couldn't get into the build. It's got to be the colors, but the outcome though, it looks pretty good, and so that's pretty much what it is. Build quality, pretty good. Nothing really fell off. One thing I forgot to mention though, the pieces were scratched, so that kind of jeopardized some of the build. City drop-in value, it's completely isolated, so you can drop this in a Lego City theme or a Lego Space theme. It's also got some good parts for mocks and vehicles too, so that's really good. As far as we covered mock and all that stuff. Collaborative build, it's not really collaborative. I mean, yes, this over here is separate from this, but personally, it's meant for only one person. So, oh, excuse me, it's meant to be a solo build. That means I'm getting tired. And I'm trying to think of anything else here that's, you know, I'm sorry guys, I can't roast a set that's pretty good in terms of expandable play value with it. I'm just going to give it a score of an 8.5. Just the only thing I'm dinging off is the scratch pieces. Everything else is perfect. And this would have been an easy 10. Now, like I said, this is a set I'm not interested in. It just wasn't feeling it. I cannot give it a low score because I'm just not into a theme. That's not fair to anybody else who wants this set. Did it keep my interest? Yes and no. But for me personally, it's just not something I would ever purchase because I'm just not into space. Now, somebody's heavy into this stuff, they're going to have a lot of fun because everything you can switch out and stuff. And for a price tag of $84.99, 758 bricks. Probably about, I'd say maybe about, I don't know, maybe close to half of this stuff is probably big. It's a bit on the high side. You also got to take into account this. Some of the printed pieces, the bigger tires and stuff like that. I think 8.5 is fair, but you get a lot of accessories and stuff like that. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. It looks cool. It's just not my thing, but I think an 8.5 is a fair score. It wasn't. I think whoever gets this set who's into space, and you get a few of these other space sets that are compatible, there you go. I mean, it just works. And I want to know what you guys and gals think of the set. You know, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it being an expandable model. You can play with it as is or add things to it. That's kind of what I see here with all these. But let me know. Tell me what you think.